Ooh, spooky Craig.
Ooh, this is another spooky episode.
Ooh, are we? Well, our ghosts are back. The prodigal sons have returned from the grave.
Ooh. Ah.
Whoa! Damn it, Bobby!
Damn it, Bobby. I'm a ghost, Bobby. Boo. It scared you.
I can't fit ectoplasm in my small urethra, Bobby.
Hey, do you want to be my boyfriend? Yeah, thank you. I would love that. Yeah, me too. Thank you. I'll text you back in 10 minutes. Boo, you got ghosted.
Hey, I get it now. I was like, where is this going? But I like where you took it.
Thank you. I like to ghost people.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I love to ghost people, dude. I love just cutting them off, just like right at the knees.
That's my favorite thing to do. I really like to make people like me, and then when they start to like me a lot, then I'm like, deuces. But I don't even say that. I just disappear.
I just want to ruin a man's psyche. Is that so much to ask? Am I the bad guy here?
Do you think it's bad to just like talk to someone and make them like you and then just disappear and never talk to them again? I think it's a healthy practice, to be honest.
Yeah. Look, if it's good enough for ghosts, it's good enough for us.
Right?
Like, ghosts get to live like basically forever. So clearly they're doing something right. I've only got 80 years.
Whoa, that's true. Big facts.
Big facts, dude.
Never thought about that. Ghosts know how to live. Wow.
Ghosts know what they're doing.
They do.
Dude, I'm on that ghost diet right now. Like, I know paleo was really big for a while and keto was big, but like right now I'm on the ghost diet.
What is the ghost diet?
Chives.
Chives, just chives.
Yeah, just chives.
Chives and fucking goblin cum.
Spooky chives. Ooh. Every time you like cut them up with like the knife, they there's like a little ghost that comes out of it. He's like, oh, and it like floats up.
So wait, does the chives eat the ghost or does the ghost eat the chives?
The ghost eats the chives. The chives are actually the husk of the ghost that was left over. And now you have a bunch of little baby ghosts, little baby chive ghosts.
Oh, we love baby ghosts.
Little bebies, yeah.
What came first? What came first, the ghost or the chive? This is a serious question. In this episode of the Spooky Boys podcast, we're gonna find out what came first, the chive or the ghost.
Today on the Spookberry Boys, we get down to spooky business. We have to investigate what goes bump in the night.
Welcome to the Spookberry Boys. Also, aka the Strawberry Boys, aka the freaking Halloween Boys, aka the Strawberry Goblins, aka Come Idiots.
I was like, where is this going?
Welcome.
Welcome, Tyler, to my foreboding abode.
Ooh.
We have all kinds of creepies and crawlies available for you. If you dare.
Ooh, that's scary. It scared me a little bit.
Oh, spooky. Sorry.
Spooky. That's too spooky for me.
Too spooky for you, yeah.
So, when I was a kid, there was a song. It was like a child's song. It was called The Tickle Monster.
Uh-huh.
It was by an artist called Red Grammar. And it was like, it always kind of scared me because it was like, silly willy 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 wiggle wiggle womp. Tickle. Tickle.
I I hate that.
It was so scary when I was a kid, though.
Dude, that is fucking unsettling.
Yeah, and it was a kid's song. It was wild. Like, you should listen to it after this. Like, everyone should listen to it now. I wish we could put it in here, but I don't know how that would work. But
dude, we're gonna pimp it out in the description. Listen to what's it called?
It's called the Tickle Monster.
Dude, we're gonna pimp out the Tickle Monster
by Red Grammar.
Yeah, man. Why is being a kid so fucking unsettling?
Yeah, dude. Another song that fucking terrified me as a child was Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I remember, like, laying in the bottom, like, the floorboard of our Jeep when my parents would play on the radio on the cassette tape. Mm-hmm. And I would fucking be so scared.
Dude, yeah. That checks, though. That's probably a pretty spooky music video for a little child.
Yeah, but it wasn't even the video, but I think I just saw the video in my head probably, and I was like, ugh.
Mm-hmm. You know what song used to freak me out more than anything when I was a kid?
What?
You know the band Tool, right? So they had a song called Sober, and they have music videos for a lot of their songs, and their music videos are fucking weird. Like, they're creepy and unsettling, and in this one, it was like all claymation, and it was like this little guy like walking around this like dingy house, and like, you know, he would like unearth like the like pipes going through the house, and there would be like meat traveling through it, and like just really weird, creepy shit. And I saw that at like 10 at night as a kid, and I literally could not listen to Tool for like the next 5 years. I was like, I literally can't even handle this. This is too terrifying.
That sounds horrible. It's like Pink Floyd The Wall. Like, if you've ever seen the movie,
that's another one. Yes,
like the whole entire movie's terrifying.
The infomercials would come on at like 3 a.m, and I would just be so scared.
The infomercials for The Wall.
Yeah, like they just talk about The Wall, and like, you know, they would show like clips from the movie, and I'm like, this is fucking terrifying. Like the kids falling into the meat.
Yeah, with the mask, when they're just like walking straight into the meat grinder.
Yeah, dude. Fucking hate that. So creepy.
I love it now, but back then I was like fucking terrified, but also I loved it.
Right, yeah. I'm going to send you a couple stills from this Tool music video for Sober. It's so fucking creepy, dude.
Consider me tooled up.
Dude, you're going to get so tooled up tonight. Ugh. It's Tool time.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that is creepy.
Yeah, man. I got creepy. One more for you. Yeah, it's so fucking creepy. I don't even know if I want to like put it on the screen because it sucks.
Ooh, I love the third one. That's like, I want to put that on my wall.
It's a little more artistic, but it's still like,
yeah, it's
I'm
creepy
not into
shit.
it. It gives me heebie-jeebies.
I would love to have that hanging above my bed.
They'll rock me to sleep at night.
It's cool. It's so artistic though. But like, it is creepy. But the other ones are like just creepy.
Yes, I agree. Like, a lot of those videos are very artistic. Like, the one for Parabola is very artistic. Even though there's, like, creepy moments, I feel like it lends more to the artisticness.
Yeah, well, this isn't the Artistic Boys podcast. It's the Spooky Boys podcast.
No, it's not the Library Boys podcast either.
It's not. It's definitely not.
Did you ever have anything else as a kid that really scared you?
Just like walking down a dark hallway, I would always run to my bedroom.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, like that's the only thing I can think of really is like if I had to like go to if I was in the kitchen like getting a drink of water or something, and I turn off the light, I'd have to fucking run down the hallway, dart down this bitch, and get to my room because there was something behind me.
Mm-hmm, exactly, dude.
Even though there's nothing.
Yeah. And for me, it was like very similar because I saw like a Twilight Zone marathon, and they had that episode where the creature's on the airplane wing.
I don't know. I feel like we've talked about this before at a different time.
We might have, yeah.
I don't remember, but yeah. I don't remember the episode. But I know I can see like if you're just sitting there in the airplane, you like look and there's something on the wing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Yeah, and like William Shatner keeps like seeing this like fucking, I don't know, it's like a Yeti or some shit. Oh god, yeah. Here's a still from that too. We're just full of scary ass shit tonight.
You realize that you have to put these pictures in the podcast thing on YouTube.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm gonna have to put some fucking content warnings before those Tool ones. Like this one is like more tame.
Ooh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, dude, that was the thing that was on the plane, and that thing freaked me out so much as a kid. Like, even if I would like go outside at night, I would be like, "Oh my god, what if that thing's out there?"
Oh my god, that reminds me of what I was going to talk about before.
Okay, yeah.
So you know how we were talking about like Sasquatch and like Bigfoot and the Mothman? Do you remember when it was like all over the news where like clowns were like showing up everywhere?
Yeah, I do remember that.
So when that started happening, every time, because I was going to work at like 2:30 in the morning or like 3. And so I'd have to walk out to my car in the dark. And every single time I'd just be looking, just waiting for a fucking clown to just be standing there.
What would you have done?
I don't know. I would have just cried. I would have just fell down and just cried.
That's so creepy.
I mean, think about it. Like, you're walking to your car, and you just see a fucking clown standing there, like, in the middle of the night or, like, at 2 a.m. Nah.
Hey, can I fucking help you, Deborah?
Like, I brought a knife with me every day. I left it in my car when I went to work, but, like, walking to my car, I was fucking terrified.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then the fucking black-eyed children.
What?
You don't know about the black-eyed children?
No.
Let me scare you right now.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah. We're going to actually get scary this episode. We didn't get scary last episode, but now I feel like we're getting, like, legit scary.
Now it's going to get scary. The black-eyed children. Spooky. The black-eyed children, they, especially if you're alone in an apartment or a house.
Hey, go fuck yourself, Tyler. Is it the Black-Eyed Peas?
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah. But also they knock on your door, and then if you don't answer, they'll keep knocking. And then if you do answer, they'll be like, hey, can I come in and make a phone call? Or like, I need to call my mom. But when you see their eyes, they're just completely black. And then, so if you say no and you close the door, they'll still keep knocking. And they'll do it again and again. But eventually they go away. But they're creepy as shit. Their eyes are all black. Yeah. That's another thing when I walked out to my car, or when I had my own apartment, I would always be like, if someone knocks on my door, I'm not opening it. I don't want to see a fucking black-eyed children out there.
This episode, I've got the creeps right now, dude. This is weird.
Sorry. Spooky
no, it's
episode.
totally cool.
Boo.
Ooh, creepy episode. Ooh, spooky. There was this thing that my siblings used to do to like terrorize me when I was a little kid.
We love that.
Yeah, it was like this little pen, right? And it was like a kind of like a skull, but like it was all brown. And I don't remember like what I haven't been able to actually find the thing since I was a kid. But like when I was like 4 years old, I was so fucking terrified of that little skull pen that I started calling it the Brown Scary.
That's fucking weird, but yeah, go ahead.
I was 4 years old, dude.
Well, grow up. Being a bitch.
Yeah, grow up, you little fucking, you little douche, you little gay douche.
Grow up, you fucking stupid toddler.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man, I was like, they would like threaten me with the Brown Scary if I didn't do something that they wanted me to do.
I love that.
Like, I really want to find that fucking pen or like find one on like the internet and just to see what it looks like.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah. That house that I lived in when the Brown Scary was a thing was actually registered as a haunted house in the state that I was living in.
That's crazy.
Isn't that wild? Like, I don't ever remember any like haunted stuff happening, but yeah, apparently like that was just like a big haunted house in the area.
You should ask your family about it, see if they remember anything.
If they remember any like haunted stuff.
Yeah. That would be so interesting.
Yeah, I wish I thought about it when I was like walking out earlier, but I wish I had like thought about it before this podcast so I could like have some like stories about it.
Or like you could have had your sister on or something.
Oh my god, yeah, and have them like talk about like whatever.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
When David fucks up. Just kidding.
A novel.
A novel.
Yeah. Oh, that's speaking of novels. Another thing when I was like really young, I had a phase when I was in like 4th grade. I had just gotten really into reading. Like I found Harry Potter and all that stuff. And
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. This is not a shock at all.
No.
But because I was like such a fan of like literature, I like I wanted to like try my hand at becoming a writer, and so I would try and write short novels, but I wouldn't get like anywhere past like page 1. And one of the books was about the Busch Gardens amusement park. Mm-hmm. And they have like an attraction called Hallow Scream there. And so I was like trying to write this book about like these kids who were like trapped inside of Busch Gardens over Halloween and having all kinds of like scary stuff happening.
They stole your idea.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Because that movie's been done. They did that fucking it was a movie where these people were in this theme park and this monster, like it was like during a Halloween, like their theme thing, and he killed everybody because he could just blend in. Like everyone thought it was a joke and fake, but he murdered them. They stole your idea.
They stole my idea. Yeah.
You should sue them.
I should sue them. Yeah. You need to pay back 4th grade David.
You should, because if they did pay you, then we could promote the podcast.
We can use that to promote the podcast.
We got to do it sometime.
You're right. Yeah. What better place than here? What better time than now?
Yep. Where's the love?
Where's the love?
I don't know.
It's not on this podcast. This is a podcast all about spooky stuff.
Yeah.
Do you have any phobias that you'd be comfortable talking about?
See, I don't know what I always forget what it's called. It's called like tryptophobia or something, or? Yeah,
tryptophobia, the holes.
Yes, that shit fucks me up every time.
Yeah, I know. That movie Holes is really terrifying.
That movie was filmed near my hometown. That was filmed near my hometown.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Me and Shia are buddies.
Oh yeah, you and actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah. We're homies. We're friends.
Dude, yeah, you and Shia are homies. You and Zero go way back.
You mean Zero? Oh god, I wish I could remember someone else's name. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't remember anyone else's name.
Armpit? Was Armpit one of them?
That sounds right.
Me and Armpit used to fucking bump armpits.
Yeah, we're like...
That was like our secret handshake. We just...
What up, bro?
What up? What up? Just fucking bump armpits.
Yeah, dude. That's like the new like COVID safe like way to hang out with people is to bump armpits.
You just smell each other's armpits instead.
Yeah, and then it's like you can tell whether someone's having a bad day or not, and you're like, everything okay? What's wrong? And like, oh, just work, man. You know how it is. I'm like, yeah, I feel ya.
I forgot to put on my deodorant this morning. I sprayed some peppermint on it, but that's all I got. I put some chapstick on my armpits.
Chapstick?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's the best deodorant, actually, is chapstick.
Honestly, we don't know that. We need to find out.
Are we going to experiment with what's the best deodorant and choose things that are not meant to be deodorant?
That is honestly interesting. Yes, we are. Tune in next week.
Tune in next week for more stupid shenanigans.
Tune in next week to find out what's not deodorant that is the best deodorant.
Tune in next week to one of us being in the hospital for putting stuff on our armpits that we shouldn't.
Tune in next week to my funeral. Thank you. Bye.
Tune in next week to Lost.
Lost.
Yeah.
We love that show.
Love it. So yeah, Tryptophobia. Anything else?
I don't think there's anything else. Like, that's like my biggest one. Like, nothing else. There's other things that scare me, but not like a phobia. Like, I fucking hate spiders. Spiders scare me. But I don't have like, what's it called? Arachnophobia?
Yeah.
I don't have that, but like, I just hate spiders.
Yeah, I feel you. Like, I am fucking terrified of spiders. Like, that's probably one of my biggest fears is spiders.
But it's not a phobia.
I mean, yeah, like, I can deal with them. Like, I like them in principle. I think they're, like, good for the ecosystem.
They're not.
I think that they're, like, interesting as creatures. I think that they shoot smoke out of their body.
They suck.
I think that they're called spiders.
That's facts. The only thing good about spiders is that Spider-Man is a thing.
I don't know. I think they're great in principle, but I'm fucking terrified of them. I wish I wasn't.
So what about you? You have phobias? Like, what's your phobia?
So most of my phobia, we talked a little bit about this in the last episode. I'm really terrified of, like, I guess dementia is the best way to put it, of just like not being like aware of what's real and, like, you know, being in like a different like reality in my head. Like, that to me is so scary.
Yeah, that's why you're definitely 100% going to get it.
Thanks, Tyler.
You're welcome. Anytime. Don't worry. When you get dementia, I'll throw you in a home.
You're so sweet. Oh my God.
I'm a sweetheart.
Swoon. Literally such a sweetheart. Dude, Strawberry Boys in the nursing home.
I wish. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, man. Oh, tough crowd tonight, huh?
We just talk to the other old people. They don't know what they're saying and doing.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, you're talking about fucking Squidward and I'm talking about fucking Power Rangers. We're like,
oh, Red Vine's going in raw. No way.
Yeah. So, yeah, do you have any other phobias, though?
So I'm kind of creeped out by the ocean.
Okay.
Like, I just think it's too much.
Yeah.
Like, any big body of water freaks me out. Like, imagining that, like, I'm over top of, like, hundreds of feet of water or thousands of feet of water is, like, so scary. It's like, if I were to, like, fall into that, I could just keep falling forever. Like, I fucking hate that.
You won't fall into it because you can swim.
Yeah, but, like, you know, like, who knows what, like, shit it could be underneath me if I'm, like, in the ocean. You can't see.
Yeah, but if you open your eyes underwater, you can.
If I open my eyes underwater in the salt water?
I've done it. Have you never done that?
I have, and you can't see anything.
You can.
Not, like, we're not designed for that, though.
But we can do it.
Doesn't matter, I can do it.
Doesn't matter, I can do it. You could do it for like 5 minutes or like 2.
Yeah, but then I'm still in the fucking ocean.
That's true. Big facts. You already know what's under the ocean.
I mean, a lot of things we don't. Like in the really deep ocean, like, we have no idea what's down there. We know more about the moon than we do about our oceans.
Whenever we're as rich as Elon Musk, we're not going to space, bro. We're going to the ocean.
We're going to the fucking ocean, yeah. Because we're so deep.
We're so deep.
We're fucking deep.
We're so deep, bro.
Dude, Elon Musk, fuck that guy. He's shallow.
He's too tall. We're short.
Yeah, he's in space. He's too tall. So, Tyler.
Yeah.
I have an actual spooky story this time to tell. Not a fucking dumbass stroke copy pasta.
Stroke copy pasta.
Yeah. Dude.
Is it true about? Is it like about you or just like a spooky story?
No, it's a true spooky story, but it's not about me.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm so excited. I love spooky stories. Let's pretend like. Oh, I wish. Can we? I don't know if we can do this.
Okay, what?
Can we add in like some fire, like crackles, like?
Absolutely, dude.
Make it like we're sitting around a campfire with our friends, just telling spooky stories.
Yes, dude, I love that. I definitely want to add that in.
You have a flashlight on your face, like.
Yeah. So yeah,
yes, okay,
so this story is about the SS Kamloops. It's a ship that went out in 1927. It's a steamship that went across Lake Superior. And Lake Superior is fucking enormous. It's one of the largest freshwater lakes in the world. And it's also very far north. It's like around the border with it's right where the UP is in Michigan, and it's like up by Canada. And so it gets really cold up there. And so a lot of the times when ships go out and people die, like you never see them again. And the SS Kamloops sunk in the middle of winter, I believe, early in December of 1927. And they were able to find the ship, but there is a preserved body inside of the ship called Old Whitey.
What?
Yeah, dude, I shit you not. I've seen pictures of him. It's just like a corpse that's like hanging in there. It's preserved because the water is so cold. Like something about the way that the water interacted with the skin, like the skin turned into like a waxy coat that preserved his body. And so even though the SS Kamloops sunk almost 100 years ago, the body of Old Whitey is still preserved. But yeah, she was traveling on the last leg of her journey from Montreal to Port Arthur, now known as Thunder Bay. She entered Lake Superior through the Sault Ste. Marie Canal. She passed through the Sioux Locks on December 4th, destined for Fort William. Tragically, this was to be the last journey for the Kamloops. The Kamloops was following the steamer Quebec on December 5th when a massive storm hit Lake Superior. Both were making steady headway through this heavy north gale and fog and sub-freezing temperatures on the night of the 6th, when the captain of the Quebec suddenly saw a black mass loom up before his ship. He turned to avoid it while sounding a danger signal to warn the Kamloops. Because of poor visibility, it was not known if the Kamloops heard the signal in time and was able to make the turn. The Quebec made it to Fort William, but the Kamloops would never arrive. As the storm grew fiercer that night, many ships were stranded on various parts of the lake. At first, hope was kept alive when several ships at different ports reported seeing the Kamloops, but by December 12th, all ships had been accounted for except the Kamloops. At this point, the search for her started in earnest. Efforts were made until December 26th, when fading hopes and the ice and winter weather made it impossible to continue the search. This was not the first time in the Kamloops' history that she had shipped cargo so late in the season. On 2 other occasions in her short career, she had been trapped in the ice in St. Mary's River, pushed by her owner to make one last run. In December of 1927, she was carrying a load of expensive paper-making machinery that her owner, the Canada Steamship Line, expected her to deliver before the lake iced in. But this time her luck ran out. Her entire crew, including 2 women, were never seen again alive. This tragedy was made worse when in the spring of 1928, a group of fishermen discovered the remains of several of the crew. They had managed to make it to the shore on the island of Amygdaloid. It is believed that these surviving crew members died of exposure, for this island offers minimal shelter, and the winds on the night of December 6th had reached 62 miles an hour, and the temperature had dropped 9 degrees below zero. Also in 1927, the crew would not have had a radio, and this was before searches were done by air. So all these factors combined, there was basically no hope. For 50 years, the disappearance of the SS Kamloops remained a mystery, so she was classified as a ghost ship. Various witnesses saw her decks, port, and starboard sides covered in ice and frost even in summer months along the lake during this period. The Kamloops was unusual in that she was a small steamship only 250 feet in length. She also had 4 distinct tall king posts, each rigged with a 5-ton derrick used to load and unload the freight she carried. So in August of 1977, when divers found a sunken ship northwest of Isle Royale resting on its starboard side, 260 feet down, there was no doubt it was the Kamloops. The cargo that was once so important is still in almost perfect condition in her hold. Divers have seen wire fencing, high-top shoes, candy lifesavers, and crates of honeybee molasses. The Kamloops also holds well-preserved human remains. Because of the frigid temperatures, no fish are found at this depth. One story often told by divers is the body seen in the engine room they call Grandpa or Whitey. Witnesses have said that he floats or follows quietly behind them as they explore the engine room. Some divers state that their movements have caused currents that make this happen. Others say that Grandpa seems to have a will of his own. Regardless, his appearance has scared more than one diver in this compartment. His skin is described as very pale or white, and divers have seen his wedding ring on his left hand. The cause of the sinking of the SS Kamloops remains a mystery. The Kamloops is one of 12 ships and smaller vessels in the area around the Isle of Royale that have been claimed by Lake Superior's powerful storms. The National Park Service protects all these shipwrecks as cultural treasures.
That's fucking, yeah, I love that.
Isn't that fucking awesome? There's just a fucking ship out there that has like a preserved body, you know?
That's wild.
Yeah, this is like a super creepy story. Like, just the fact that his body is like completely preserved and like you can see him is so fucking creepy.
Did you said you saw him?
Yeah, I saw pictures of him because I was watching.
Oh, just
TikTok.
pictures.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen him in real life. Yeah, we were hanging out the other day.
You guys had a little tea party?
Yeah, he's going through some relationship problems right now, so it was kind of like a downer meeting, but like, you know, we talked it through and he's doing a lot better.
That's cute. I'm happy for you guys.
Yeah. Although I never ask him when he comes over, like what he does when he hangs out down there.
You know what? I think I know why the Kamloops sank.
Why is that?
Bad name for a ship.
Okay. Hot take alert. Wow, 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 wow.
Who the fuck named... Like, you might as well call that bitch Fruit Loops. Like, Kamloops. What does that even mean?
I don't know what Kamloops means. It's like some fucking...
You should have named it fucking Hot Carl or, like, Swag Daddy 69420 or something cool.
Dude, the SS Swag Daddy 69420?
Yeah.
I would definitely
That's our ship.
ship. That's our ship. Yeah, that's the Strawberry Boys ship. So, when we make Gnarly, South Dakota, we need to find like an island in the middle of a lake, and the only way to get there is by the SS Swag Daddy 69420.
Yes. I love this for us.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I love this journey. But yeah, that's so creepy. But the only people that see the ghost or like whatever, the only people that can see it are divers.
Yeah, so the divers go down and they can like see old Whitey like floating around inside of the ship, and like they think that he's like following him into other rooms.
Ooh.
Ugh. I would not want to go diving there.
I want to go diving there.
Are we gonna do a Strawberry Boys live action where we hang out with old Whitey?
Yeah, we're gonna dive down and then we're gonna see what's up. But yeah, what Whitey can die. He did die. He died.
He died almost 100 years ago, yeah.
Shout out to Lake Superior killing people.
Dude, shout out to old Whitey's family.
Shout out to his family.
Shout out to his family!
Oh my god.
So, there's another type of like scary story that I used to read a lot. Have you ever heard of SCPs?
No.
Okay, so SCPs are kind of like paranormal anomalies that are maintained by this like fake like secret organization called the SCP Foundation. And the idea of the premise behind them is that they're written as if they're classified documents. So every article about an SCP is like formatted as if like this is the level of containment it needs. Like this is the procedure that is required. This is a description of it. And so it's like a twist on like typical like descriptions of like horror creatures. It's like a database almost.
On horror creatures?
Yeah. And they're not always like scary. Ooh. Some of them are like benign and some of them are just like weird, but there are a lot of like really creepy ones.
So like Annabelle, is that one?
No, I don't. I'm sure that there is like a SCP that is based off of Annabelle. No,
So
but
can I? What's an example of like a more popular one or like something like that?
yes. So one of the most popular ones is SCP-096, and he's known as the Shy Guy. So he is like,
I feel seen.
yeah, you feel seen, yeah, dude. You're such a shy guy. Like the idea is that he's like this really long, lanky guy that was found in like the Himalayas or something, and he's like his skin is like gray, and he just kind of like hangs out and kind of like weeps silently to himself. But anytime that like anyone sees his face, he like loses his shit and like he will not like stop chasing someone until he kills them. So like
I hate that.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
yeah. So it's like
I have to go.
yeah, right. And so yeah, his whole thing is like nobody can look at his face. And so they've even done experiments where like if you like take a photo of him and show someone the photo of his face, he knows that someone has seen the photo of his face and he like goes and finds them like wherever they are in the world.
Wait, is this real?
No,
I'm scared.
No, it's just it's like
it feels so real.
It feels fucking real, yeah.
Terrible.
Like one of the anecdotes that was really interesting was they there was like a call to this guy's like random farmhouse where SCP-096 was, and the reason that he was there was because this guy had a photo of him in like a hiking trip in the Himalayas, and it was just like, it looked like a typical picture of like him and then like the mountains in the background. But in the corner of the picture was a small gray dot, which was SCP-096. And that picture had his face. And no one had noticed that pixel of his face for like years. And so as soon as like that happened, the SCP noticed it and he came and like killed him.
Oh my God. Can we find this picture?
I'll show you a picture of him. Yeah.
But I mean, we have to put it up on the podcast.
Yeah, of course. Like this is kind
this
of like...
This podcast is going to be heavily edited.
This podcast is going to have a lot of really fucking creepy stuff.
Like David has a lot of work to do. I'm just going to be sleeping, but...
Yeah, exactly. So this is kind of like what... It's like, he kind of just looks like a really big, lanky, gray man.
So it's kind of like fucking, what's his face? The...
Slender Man?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how I knew that's what you meant.
It's because you could see the movement.
Yeah, just you're like stimming. I'm like, oh, Slender Man.
Yeah. I mean, I am very slender, so you could, I mean, obviously.
Yeah. And another story related to 096, but the last one.
Oh, that thing's creepy.
Yeah. Like they tried like going to like the going basically like further than like they think that he would be able to travel, like because he's kind of able to like get to like anywhere, and like any attempts to like kill him are like futile basically.
So is this real life? Like, is this real? Or is this like, what is this again? Is this from a movie or something?
No, it's like a set of stories that are framed as if they're like classified documents.
Oh, okay. I was like, is there like a real picture of that? Like the picture that you mentioned, like is there a picture of that picture?
Oh no. That's just like a...
Yeah, fuck this.
Yeah, it's not real. Yeah, we're not looking at the SCP-096 picture. I'm not trying to die making this podcast. But yeah, they had one experiment where they brought someone down in like a little probe. The SCP Foundation brought someone down in a little probe to the bottom of the ocean. And inside of this little pamphlet, they opened it up and there was a picture of 096. And this was like in the middle of nowhere at like the bottom of the ocean, right? So you're like, there's no fucking way he could make it there. But the thing is, like, they have like the little area where they like contain him, and he broke out of his containment chamber, ran out, and like went into the middle of the ocean where that guy was and killed him.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah. It's really fascinating. There's actually like a little fan movie that people have made about him. So maybe we can watch that as well after we watch Creep.
That would be cool. That would be very cool.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, we should definitely watch both of those.
Yes.
We're definitely about to watch Creep right now. Everyone should watch Creep. It's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, and this SCP movie is like really short. It's like 23 minutes long. So
yeah. I'm interested. I honestly thought you were talking about like fucking Bloody Mary, to be honest.
Oh yeah, like one of those
shit.
like, oh, it's like a real thing.
Yeah, for some reason I was like, is this real?
Dude, it's fine. It doesn't matter. It's fucking creepy. Like,
it is creepy. Very creepy.
I had to stop reading the SCP things because I was like staying up late at night and I would just get like really freaked out and I would go to the fucking like bathroom or whatever. Like you were talking about when you were a kid and you'd like turn off the light and run into your fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Just run to my bedroom, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me have some Perrier.
Oh, I'll have some Perrier. Oh, when in doubt, pinky out. Would you like a glass of Chardonnay while we tell stories by the fire?
We're here, we're queer, and we're not afraid to be queer.
No. But you know what we are afraid of? Some
Ghosts.
spooky story submissions.
Spooky story submissions.
And ghosts.
Boo.
Ooh. So, Tyler's mother has sent in some stories. I have not read any of the stories yet, and Tyler has read one of them. So Tyler is going to read a couple of them, and then I'm going to read the last one.
Yes, it's exactly what's going to happen. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to go in because we don't really got time.
Yeah, let's just jump right
dive
in.
All right. So this is her most recent experience with like a ghost or a phenomenon. So she says, my most recent experience was when I lived in the trailer by the drive-through dairy. It was when Jesse lived with us for a little while. He was staying in the same room that you stayed in, which is me.
Very good.
Me. I stayed in that room also. One day after picking up Cash, which is like my cousin, my second cousin, I don't know, whatever, from school, we came home and I had to go to the restroom really bad. Cash sat down on the couch and I went to the bathroom closest to the room Jesse was staying in. While I was in there, I heard a noise in Jesse's room like someone was in there. No one was home except for Cash and I. When I came out of the restroom, before I said anything, Cash said, "Oh, I thought I just saw Jesse walk into his room." This would have been about the same time I heard the noise, like someone was in the room. Cash and I went into the room, and there was no one there. Cash swore he saw somebody walk in. It's creepy because this trailer, we all thought was haunted. Like, there was nights when I would walk down, like, to the kitchen, because I stayed with them for, like, a couple months, like, because after Toys R Us closed. So I went there and stayed there for a little bit. And, there was nights where you'd walk down the hallway, and you actually felt like somebody was walking behind you.
I hate that. I fucking hate that, dude.
Like, it was so terrifying.
Oh my god, yeah, that's so creepy. Of like, oh yeah, I thought I just saw them walking in there, but fucking literally no one else is there.
No one was there. Other things that happened in the trailer. She was sitting on the front porch smoking a cigarette because she loves cancer, and I felt somebody kind of push me. It wasn't a hard push, but like it was firm. Just like moving me over a little bit. That freaked her out. And then
understandably
also,
so.
Yeah. They lived in a trailer, like a fifth wheel, like a actual trailer, because they were going to go around the country. But it was the same trailer park. We had a cat. Her name was Mama Kitty. She was my cat growing up. And she died while they were in the trailer park. But she used to, like, knead my dad's head, apparently. And then when they moved into the big trailer, one night, my dad woke up to a cat kneading the pillow by his head. It woke him up, but there was nothing there. Yeah, that's crazy.
Who was the cat kneading?
She needed me, apparently. That's my baby. That's my baby Mama Kitty.
Oh, your sweet little baby.
Yeah, my mom used to get up at 4 to 4:30 every once in a while, and she would go have coffee all alone and would hear sharp knocks coming from the laundry area.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah, dude, this place was crazy. Yeah, so in that trailer, like I mentioned, like I would walk down the hallway and I felt like somebody was behind me, walking behind me. Like you could hear, like, feel the footsteps, which is the weirdest part.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then one night, my parents weren't home. They were, like, in Vegas. Like, they went on a vacation or something. And there was one night, it was just me and my friend and my brother were there. I went by their room and I looked in their mirror, like their bathroom mirror, because you could see their mirror from, like, the entrance to their bedroom. And I swear to God, I saw a fucking murderous clown in that mirror.
What like the fuck, dude?
It was like a tiny clown, though. It was like a small one. It was probably like 2 feet, maybe.
He was a little baby?
It was a little baby clown, but it was fucking bloody and had a knife. It was creepy as fuck.
I fucking hate that for you.
Yeah, it was so scary. But yeah, that trailer was definitely haunted. But I also pissed on the floor in the hallway because I was mad one day.
That's the scariest thing of all.
That's the scary. I was like, fuck this trailer. I'm gonna piss on you, bitch. But yeah.
Wow. Would you like me to read the first story that she sent you?
Yeah, go ahead, read it. Do a dramatic reading.
I'll do my best. I have not read this yet, so I'm doing like a live reaction to it as well. When I was in 3rd grade, one of my friends came over. She was with one of her little brothers and said her little brother was missing. I guess he said he was going to run away and they couldn't find him. Across and down the street from me was an older home made of all wood that nobody had lived in for a while. We always thought it was creepy and stayed away from it. We decided that the brother who was missing must be in that house. For some reason, we thought that bad people were holding him in there or something. Me and her other little brother walked down the street across from the house and called out his name. As we were calling his name, I saw a figure of a skeleton pop up in the window holding some kind of a flag, and then went back down to lay down. My friend and her little brother said they saw it too, so we all hid behind a sticker bush. Now we knew that they had the older brother in there. That's all I remember, but he was home when my friend went home. About a week later, my friend and I, along with him and her other little brother, decided to go in the house. We went into a back door and walked through each room, and all we could find was a bunch of trash.
And also the gay pride skeleton. It's holding a gay pride flag when it pops up. Hi!
Yes! We've got some bone-chilling runways in here, sis.
Exactly.
I fucking love skeletons, dude. I think they're so cool.
Yeah, but they're not scary.
No, they're not scary, and that's what I think is nice about them, is that, like, they're, like, kind of creepy, and it's like, ooh, like, edgy Halloween scary aesthetic, but, like, they're just fucking cool.
They're just us.
They're just us, yeah. Like, literally, we have some, like, cool skulls inside of our face. Ooh.
But yeah, I thought my mom's story about when she was a kid, when the skeleton fucking pops up with the flag, like, what up?
I know, like, that's like, I was not expecting that, but...
Hi, gay.
Hi, gay. We are sashaying into deals this Halloween.
Exactly. That's so funny.
Well, yeah. Thank you, Tyler's mom, for sending in these stories. We really appreciate it.
Yes. They were creepy. I like especially in that trailer, that was some creepy shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Do you have any other creepy stories?
I don't think so. Do you have any?
I have one. So my ex and I, back in 2014 or so, used to live in this really old plantation house in Virginia. And yeah, it was built in maybe like the 1800s sometime. And we had just come back from his parents' place. And it was like the middle of December, the middle of January. It was fucking freezing. And so in order to kind of heat up our bedroom a little bit, we brought a heater into there, like a little space heater. And we started like running that like at full speed. And he goes down to take a shower. And so I'm just kind of hanging out up in like the top room where our bedroom is, like by myself. And all of a sudden the lights cut off. And I'm like, okay, that's fucking weird, but whatever. And so I go through like half the house, and like the lights in like half the house are off. So I go outside and I like turn the breakers back on, and I go back up and everything is fine. All the stuff is back on. I just turn the heater back on and I go about my day or my night. And a couple minutes later, it shuts off again.
No.
And I'm like, oh, fuck no. Like, this is really bad. And so, like, I'm, like, walking around the house, like, fucking paranoid as fuck. Like, oh, my God, there's a fucking intruder in here. Someone's trying to kill us. And I go down and I, like, flick the breaker again. And everything is fine. Like, I don't run into anyone. So I go back up one last time, and I decide to, make sure that it's not, like that everything is okay. I'm like, okay, like I'm not gonna like fuck with the electricity or anything. I'm just gonna like, have the lights on and just sit here and make sure that no one fucking kills me. And my ex comes up after a shower, and I was like, did you notice anything happen while you were in the shower? Like, did the lights like flicker or anything? And he was like, no, everything seemed fine. And I tell him about what happened, and he's like, oh, it's probably because you had the heater running in there and that was overloading the breaker. And so I was like, okay. And so I turn on the thing again. I turn on the heater, and in a couple minutes it fucking shuts off. So
there's a logical explanation the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I thought someone was like in here trying to kill us, and it was just the fucking breaker not like shutting off because we had too many heaters going in there.
That's so funny.
I know, dude.
That's terrifying, but then it's funny because it's like, yeah, it's just the fucking heater. Chill.
Yeah, I'm just being a doofus.
That's so funny. I thought of something while you were telling that story. So I'm just gonna tell mine real quick. So I don't know if anyone's heard about this, but the Winchester House, and it's in San Jose, California. So this lady, I don't remember if it was her husband or like they made like Winchester, like the guns, the rifles and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so she built this house in San Jose, and she was always worried that ghosts were going to come after her because of how many people her family killed or something. Mm-hmm. But so we went there. We went to this house because you can do like night tours and you can just go see it during the day too. But it's super interesting because there's like doors that lead to nowhere, and there's like these crazy stairs that zigzag and they get smaller. It's like this whole thing. Like, she just built all this shit onto her house. She kept building until she died. But yeah, so we went there, and the scariest thing about it, Rob Schneider was there.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
He was there.
Oh, he was? He was literally there?
He was there. He was there when we were there.
Rob Schneider stars in Scary House.
Rob Schneider stars in Scary Windy House with no doors. And also all doors.
Only doors.
Only doors. Doors that lead to nowhere.
We're gonna when my husband dies and I become like a crazy spinster, I'm just gonna build a house where like all the walls are made out of doors and all the doors are functional too.
If I had so much money I could just build the house that I want in my head, it would be the wildest shit. Like,
would it be all doors?
No, it wouldn't be all doors, but it would be like it'd be like there would be just trampolines everywhere and like beds and like just a fucking pool in the ceiling.
A pool in the ceiling? Like it's being like held up by like a couple of like wires, and it's like a glass like pool that kind of floats above the room.
Yeah, and there's just fish in it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, low key, that sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, dude. I do amazing things with my brain sometimes.
Nature's beautiful sometimes.
Nature's beautiful sometimes. Well, on that note, SCP-0096 or whatever can go fuck off.
Yeah, he's not going to kill us tonight. But if we stop recording after this one, you might want to do some investigation.
Yeah. And also, if you hear a knock on your door, do not open it.
Do not open it.
There's definitely black-eyed children there waiting for you.
And there might even be the black-eyed peas.
I mean, if you start hitting my humps, my lovely lady humps.
You're being really 2000 and late right now, Tyler.
Sorry, I forgot. Anyway, I'm not old.
No.
Bye.
We're 3008. We're not 2000 and late.
I'm 2005. Childish Gambino.
What about Childish Gambino?
He's a ghost. No, cut that out.
On that spooky note,
we're out.
Thank you for listening to the Spookberry Boys.
Thank you for listening to the Spookberry Boys.
I hope we gave you guys some good Halloween frights this episode.
Yeah, this was very interesting to me.
Yeah, the first episode was pretty tame, and then we really went in on like creepy shit this episode.
Like, I can't sleep ever again right now.
We're literally never gonna sleep again. Thank you for joining us through this week of spookiness and scary stories and all things Halloween.
Yes. David, hit him with the socials.
Okay, well, if you want to put these ghosts to rest, you can come find us on our Facebook page, Strawberry Boys Podcast. We're also on TikTok and YouTube. And if you want to keep up to date with all of our scary portents, you can find our link tree with all of our other socials. If you'd like to reach out to us from beyond the grave, consult your Ouija board and go to strawberryboyspodcast@gmail.com.
I love that. It's so fucking amazing. I love your spooky voice.
Yeah, dude, Spookberry Boys is fucking fun. This has been, like, so amazing.
I wish it was Halloween all the time.
I know, right? We could just tell spooky stories and be fucking stupid all the time.
Well, we do that regularly, except for the spooky part.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah. Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for sending in your stories. Thank you for coming on, to everyone who came on. Hopefully we can do something like this next year as well.
Yeah, that's facts. Bye.
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 Farewell.